What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. About to kick off to get things underway. And here's the return. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Formation for these receivers. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. This is a designed run. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Motion from the wideout. They're testing the right side here. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Texas A&M 7, Houston 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Send the back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it from the gun. Runs for the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the...
And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got his man to the left. And they'll knock him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out fast. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. They fire. Get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Aggies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Brings up
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Houston wants to play fast.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Makes a connection. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Dropping back, it's Owens. Using the quick game. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Craver. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He'll pitch it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll give it to Johnson. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum.
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes him talk to the hand. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to ball his way in, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Owens. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the shot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. close. Took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wade. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Houston going up tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Might be changing the route. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll park it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Cougars. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Scanning the field, it's Owens. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the back. Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Takes the easy completion. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This quarterback part of their running game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the right side. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you...
There he goes! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers in this one, and he is still piling on in the fourth quarter, breaking off some beautiful runs. This defense has not had an answer for him all game long.
With the run on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
brings up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Tosses it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Bryant. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
Now, a fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
First and goal, Houston.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Texas A&M.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.